The final! Hi guys, Robbo46 here. Welcome yourselves to round 18 of Robbo's Racing League on MotoGP 17 on the Xbox One. Of course, it is the final round of the season. But not only that, it's going to be the final round for the league, full stop, because I'm not going to be doing any more leagues after this one, just because I haven't really got the time to run leagues anymore. So this is the final Robbo's Racing League ever. It's not really. It's just the final one of this year. So there will be leagues starting next year. So don't worry, this is not the end. Of course, we are racing at Valencia for the final. So let's have a look to see how qualifying went. No surprises. Jack is on pole position, followed by Lone Wolf in second, Mr. Troilo in third, I'm in fourth, Gidsy fifth, F1 Fan sixth, Chutney BMX seventh, Breaking Brad 8th, Jamie 9th, Dr. Monty 10th, Typical Mikey 11th, and Stealing Set in 12th. Those last two did unfortunately disconnect during qualifying, hence why they're starting at the back. We actually had to rerun qualifying because during the first qualifying session, literally everyone got disconnected and it ended up with just two of us left in the lobby. So I rerun it, and yeah, that's what happened in qualifying. So let's go get this one started. Me top left, Chutney BMX top right, and Mr. Troilo at the bottom. We haven't got any of Jack's footage because it is all glitchy and, yeah, corrupted. So here we go. Not the best of starts for Chutney BMX, not the best of starts for me either as we go into the first corner. Jack is down in fourth place at the moment. Lone Wolf is in the lead, followed by his teammate in second place as Mr. Troilo forces his way through. Lone Wolf has got the inside for the next corner. Will Mr. Troilo shove up the inside? He will through the right. I'm just behind my teammate Breaking Brad. Chutney BMX is down in 10th place at the moment. So the Ducatis really need to work together with this one because they are fighting for second in the team championship. So if they can get second and third, then they will be able to sneak past the KTMs and take the title. A bit of an incident there for me, a bit of a moment. I went across the inside curb and unfortunately went into F1 Fan and pushed him off track, so I did slow down to let that pass. We'll see that again in a moment. But Jack's just hit the front. Mr. Troilo on the grass a little bit. But Lone Wolf trying to get back past Jack, and he does so up the inside, but Jack's going to take a tighter line. Try and get a better drive through. Up the inside he goes. And he's back in the lead. Mr. Troilo sitting in third. Lone Wolf trying to get a better line out of the final corner. And they're side by side going down the straight. So that is the end of the first lap as Lone Wolf goes into the lead. We'll take a look at the incident, like I said, from me. It just go across the curb, almost crashed. Had to sit it up. Unfortunately went into F1 Fan. So like I said, I did wait for him to come back through. Luckily we didn't crash. Mr. Troilo now on lap number 2 as he went very wide then. Gidsy came past actually, but he goes very wide. And Mr. Troilo tried to get Lone Wolf and unfortunately went down. But not only did he go down, Lone Wolf went down as well. So both Ducatis down. And that is going to really be a hindrance for them trying to fight for the team championship. Like I said, they really need to work together. But now I am in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen trying to get the inside of both of them. Ooh, side by side, 3 abreast as we go into the left-hander. And both myself and Lone Wolf get ahead of Mr. Troilo. Mr. Troilo trying to get back past me. Trying to get past his teammate as well. I again put up the inside but go a little bit wide. And Mr. Troilo spins up his rear and gets back past. So yeah, that was a pretty big mistake there for the Mr. Troilo. Not only took himself out, but he took his teammate out as well. So now they've got it all to do. They're down in, well, Mr. Troilo's down in 9th place, and his teammate is in 7th. So as it stands, they will not take the team championship because Jack is in the lead at the moment, and he is looking like he's going to go on to win the race. In the first corner, Mr. Troilo trying to go around the outside of F1 Fun. A crashed there. I believe that was Jamie who just crashed out of 5th place. So the second Suzuki crashing out. Mr. Troilo is in 7th now. Lone Wolf is just trying to get place back. There he goes through, he goes on Chutney BMX. Now Mr. Troilo is going to do the same. Tries to put up the inside, don't quite manage it. Tries to put up the inside again. And just about squeezes through. I'm just behind these lot. Just got F1 fan just ahead of me, so I need to get past him without nudging him this time. And I do manage to get up the inside just about. So moved up a position. Chutney BMX was up next, and a bit of lag there. I think I did actually nudge him, but it was a little bit laggy, so I managed to get past him as well. And now Mr. Troilo is up next in 6th place. Lone Wolf trying to catch the 2 guys ahead of him. One of them being my teammate, the other one being Gidsy. So that's the end of lap number 3, lap number 4. And we're going to go into the first corner. And we're going to pick up a penalty because I took the first corner a bit too tight, so picked up a 0.7 of a second penalty. You'll notice by the end of the race that a load of us have got penalties just because of that first corner. The penalties for the first corner is a little bit iffy. Yeah, so that's where I picked mine up. That's the only penalty I ended up getting. Just took that first corner a bit too tight. But caught up to Mr. Troilo. Lone Wolf almost lost the position there to my teammate. Now I try to get Mr. Troilo as he did go on the grass just a second ago. As he goes a bit wider, try to get up the inside of him. And just about managed to. So up to 6th place for me. Right, gotta get my teammate next. He's the next person. Just trying to close in on him, Mitad. Final corner. Mr. Troilo almost went into the back of me, but didn't. That's the end of lap number 4, lap number 5. But also on lap number 3, Chutney BMX, he was in 5th place at the time. And Lone Wolf is going to try and battle with him. But Chutney goes wide, Lone Wolf comes through. And you got Mr. Troilo and myself just behind him. Mr. Troilo goes through. And there's a crash there for someone. So Chutney BMX in 7th place at the moment. And this is the corner. Just squeezed through. Chutney's tried to get back through, but couldn't quite manage it. As F1 fan comes through on the Suzuki. These two have had lots of battles this season. And it's going to continue at Valencia as he tries slipstreaming him. Gets ahead of him just about, but into the first corner. F1 fan has got it sorted on the brakes. A little bit wide from him. But he managed to get back through. He tried to get the inside into this corner. But again, doesn't quite manage it. A bit of lag there. So 9th place for Chutney at the moment. Back me on lap number 5. Mr. Troilo trying to come through. And he does so. On the brakes. So I'm back down to 7th now. Mr. Troilo up to 6th. I'm trying to take some wide sweeping lines to get better exits out of corners. Almost shoved up the inside there, but went on the grass a little bit. So yeah, couldn't really go through with that move. That has given Mr. Troilo a bit of breathing space now. My teammate went very wide there, Breaking Brad very, very wide, and Mr. Troilo was through, but did Breaking Brad get a slight better drive? Tries to put up the inside, and a double crash there, as I believe that was Gidsy and Breaking Brad both hitting the inside curb on the right-hander, and both going down. So I've just been gifted a couple of places, so I've gone from 7th to 5th. Mr. Troilo in 4th, with Chutney on lap number 6. And he is just had a crash as well, exactly the same as we just saw. So Mr. Troilo, he tried to get past his teammate again, but bit of a dive bomb and it ended horribly again. But luckily, Lone Wolf stayed on this time, and another crash there for Mr. Troilo as he tried to get started. He was back down to 8th place now. You can see he's got 0.9 of a second penalty. Chutney BMX on lap number 8. He was in 10th place. And he was just behind one of the Suzukis. So he's trying to catch up to them, to Jamie. Crash for Breaking Brad. You can see him just ahead of these two now. So you've got Chutney BMX in 10th, Jamie 9th, Breaking Brad in 8th, and Lone Wolf, not Lone Wolf, F1 Fan in 7th. Breaking Brad going very wide again, losing quite a bit of time over the curb as well. Really cocking up those last couple of corners, and that has allowed Jamie to close right up on him. Well, Chutney trying to get on terms with Jamie as well. Jack's just done the fastest lap of the race. Steel and Set has crashed in 11th place. So Steel and Set not having the best of times at Valencia. Can't say I blame him, because I really don't like this track either. I don't get on with it. Bouncing on the brakes for Chutney as he goes through the first corner. A very wide day. But he has started to catch up to Jamie now. Bit of a rear end slide. That's a horrible corner. Through here. So the gap's still half a second as Breaking Brad goes very wide again. But Jamie can't get through just yet. So we've only got one more lap to go after this one. Who will be able to get 7th, 8th place? Jamie trying to put up the inside of Breaking Brad. He's through. Breaking Brad's put it back up the inside. Jamie again looking up the inside. Not quite happening there though. Well, these two fight. Chutney trying to close back in on him. F1 Fan on lap number 10 now. He is in 7th place, just behind Mr. Troilo. Obviously we saw Mr. Troilo have another couple of crashes. F1 Fan is going to try and get him. There's about 0.3 of a second, the penalty, the gap to Mr. Troilo. Kind of F1 fan get him on the Suzuki. He's right with him. A bit of a moment there for Mr. Troilo, spinning up that rear again. This is a horrible track for spinning up your rear. It really does let go really easily. F1 fan closing all the time. But is he going to run out of time? Trying to get a better run through. Into the final corner. A bit too hot into there for F1 fan. And Mr. Troilo is going to take 6th place. So back with Chutney BMX on the last lap. Jamie and Breaking Brad still fighting just ahead. Breaking Brad's got the advantage at the moment. Chutney is right with them. So this could end horribly for one of them. Chutney just trying to get a good line through the final corner. Breaking Brad going very, very wide, but cuts it back. But as Jamie goes even wider, and Chutney BMX gets up the inside, and he is through to 9th place. So at the end of the race, it was Jack who took the win, followed by Typical Mikey in 2nd place, Lone Wolf in 3rd, I took 4th, Gidsy in 5th. F1 fan took 6th place because even though Mr. Troilo finished ahead of him, Mr. Troilo had a penalty. So F1 fan got 6th place. Mr. Troilo 7th. Breaking Brad 8th. Chutney BMX 9th. Jamie in 10th. Stealing Set in 11th place. And Dr. Monty in 12th. So that is the end of the 2017 RRL MotoGP 17 League. It was nice to finish the league with a full lobby. I know that a couple of the guys haven't been able to race a couple of races in the last few, but it's nice to finish with a full grid. Look at all those penalties though, most of them just from that first corner. But yeah, that is the end. So let's see the final championship standings for this year's league. Jack is at the top. We knew he's champion back at Mazzano, so congratulations to him on the championship. He's got 426 points. Lone Wolf secures 2nd place, so congratulations to him. He has 284 points. I secure 3rd place with 265 points. Typical Mikey in 4th with 200 points. An F1 fan finished in 5th place. That was a tight battle between himself and Mr. Troilo. He's on 171 points. Mr. Troilo just missing out by 1 point in 6th place with 170. We had a tight battle for 7th place, and it was Gidsy who took that honours with 144 points, with Chutney BMX in 8th with 139, Stealing Set in 9th with 138, Jamie in 10th with 128, Breaking Brad in 11th with 102, Dr. Monty in 12th with 90, Bird is the Word in 13th with 57, Morgan in 14th with 37, Perky Pigeon 15th with 7, and AMS Blaze in 16th with 6 points. So that is the Rider Championship done and dusted. But let's see what has happened to the Team Championships, because we know that it was pretty tight at the top. But it is the Red Bull KTM who takes the Team Championship as well. They have 529 points. 10 more points than Ducati in 2nd with 519 points. So it's really close. But like I said, the Ducati team really needed to work together on this one. It didn't really matter too much who finished where, because their places were pretty sorted in the championships anyway. But, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, they finish up in 2nd place with 519 points. Tech 3 Yamaha, we secure 3rd place with 428 points. The Movistar Yamaha team in 4th with 353 points. Suzuki get 5th with 302 points. And Repsol Honda bring up the rear in 6th place with 284 points. So that is it, guys. that is the MotoGP 17 league done and dusted. It's been a pretty long season. It's been a really good season though. We've had some really good races, and I just want to say a big thank you to all the guys that have raced in the championship this year. It's been a pleasure. Most of the time racing was clean. Obviously the ones that weren't, they were dealt with. But also thank you to the standing riders as well. Those guys obviously helped make up the numbers when the permanent riders weren't around. Also thanks to the guys that raced to begin with and couldn't continue. I do appreciate it. But yeah, a big thank you to everyone who raced in the league. I do really appreciate it. You guys make the league. I couldn't run a league without anyone in it. So yeah, big thank you to all of them. It's been a nice league. It's been a good atmosphere in that. People like joking around and that. So it's been nice. And yeah, that is the end of it, unfortunately. The end of the 2017 league. The next league I will be running will be in beginning of next year. I haven't quite decided when it's going to start, but I think I'm going to let the category be decided by you guys. I'll probably do a video at some point nearer the time, whether it's going to be a Ride 2 league or a MotoGP 17 league, and then depending which one it is, I'll get you guys to vote. Well, I'll get you guys to vote for which game, and then I'll get you guys to vote for the category. So it could be like R1 category league in Ride 2, or maybe Moto 2 or Moto 3 in MotoGP 17, or even the 502 strokes of MotoGP 17. So yeah, that's yet to be decided, but like I said, I will do a video about that next year sometime near the time that I'm going to run the league. And yeah, that is that's pretty much it. Also want to say a big thank you to our race direction, girl racer Tracy, who takes a look at all the footage that I send her and sorts it out, and basically comes up with the punishments as of when they are needed. So big thank you to her. And a big thank you to all of you guys for watching and supporting the league. I do really appreciate it. Like I said, I couldn't run the league without anyone in it. I also couldn't run it if people didn't watch, because it's nice to put on a league and it get appreciated by people watching. So a big thank you to all of you who watch the videos, who comment and yeah, watch week in, week out. I know that it's takes up a lot of people's time, so that's why I'm really grateful and really appreciate everything everyone does for the league. So yeah, it's definitely been the biggest league that I've run, because the last league I think I was around maybe 4,000 subscribers, and this league we're around about 7,000. So we've had a much bigger audience this year. So hopefully next year we'll have an even bigger audience for people to watch. And I think when we set up the next league, then I think that doing the like the lap time challenge to enter the league worked out really well. So I'll probably do that kind of format again. So yeah, that is it from me, guys. Like I said, thank you so much for watching and supporting the league throughout this year. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed running the league and racing in it, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching it. I know that the guys that have raced in it have enjoyed racing in it as well. So hopefully we'll get to race again in the future at some point. But yeah, that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. And also, just before I go, I will do a montage at some point of this year's league for you guys to enjoy all the kind of best bits of the league. So yeah, that is it. See you!